Before pressing play on this film, 90% of the reviews I came across were negative. But I thought, if you're listening, you're probably thinking the same thing if you have not seen the film. Is it that bad? It cannot be that bad. I thought so too. And we made the big mistake of pressing play on Kesari The King.
This is the worst movie in the world.
I swear to God.
I have no words. That's the only thing I can say about this movie. The most appalling thing about this movie is that it's loaded with a lot of big names.
I find it very appalling that you put your name on something like this. That doesn't make sense.
I looked at Yvonne Jegede. I looked at Deyemi especially. Like, Deyemi actually allowed his name to be a part of this project.
He even posted on his Instagram that, I did something different. I'm like,
this is the worst movie in the entire universe. Comment any movie that is worse than Kesari. This is the worst movie in the world. And so nobody could raise their hand and say, oh, hello, this is making no sense. The costumers, nobody could say, this is not making any sense. I am appalled. I am shocked. I am surprised.
Before I chip in again, let's just give them a little summary of what the movie is about. You don't need to watch the film. It might be spoilers in here. So Kesari begins with a village invasion when the attackers kill the daughter of somebody. I think the man is the village head or the head of the village for not meeting their demands. He's devastated that they killed his only child and his daughter. So he seeks revenge and calls on the gods. That's when Kesari, a legendary deity, comes to Earth to help him seek vengeance.
So now Kesari is on Earth. He said he wants to remain on Earth. So years later, Kesari finds a host and reincarnates as a boy who is prophesied to grow up to be very powerful. However, his father must never hit his head or there will be consequences. The boy grows up to be very arrogant because he's a deity and very powerful.
After an incident, he is having this argument with his father and his father hits him on the head, and as a result, his father disappears and Kesari turns into gold.
So now a group of thieves try to steal this gold that they know is a deity. He comes back to life and becomes the leader of the group of thieves. They steal from a corrupt government to help the poor, but there's a ruthless police officer hot on his tail.
So when I was trying to research about this film, I came across an article that said this film has been made for YouTube 2018.
Oh, no wonder.
I was not sure. So I went to this filmmakers, the lead actor, that is Ibrahim, Yekini, Itele. He's the producer, he's a co-director here and he's playing Kesari. So I went to his page. And after the film came out, I went to his Instagram page and started posting so now for my new audience and new fans, let me show you the journey of Kesari. So this one is Kesari The King. There is Kesari, there is Kesari 2, there is Return of Kesari, and there's Return of Kesari 2, all on YouTube. So my own question for this filmmaker now is that, why do you make it seem like this film is like a standalone? Because while watching this film, nothing made sense in my opinion. When the police officer came, it did not make sense. When Kesari came to Earth, okay, let's see. Well, the events I just followed was just rushed with poor acting and it was just terrible. They should let us know that it's part of a franchise, not make a film and put on Netflix and say, oh, Kesari The King, and not put information that will let us know that if you have not been following, go and watch that one first before you see this one also. But
what do we want to find out from the other ones?
Because there was a line where he told the policeman that, oh, we have met before, it's not the first time. They have met in the previous films on YouTube. I'm like, now it makes sense, but at the same time, it doesn't make sense that you will not make it clear that this film...
I don't care about whatever they did in the past on YouTube. This is a terrible movie. The main character is the worst actor in this movie. He brought the entire movie down. Now it makes sense because I kept saying, okay, who is this man that is playing the main character? And why are these other actors that we already know as big names? Why are they seeming like yes men in this? They look like I just want my paycheck, let me go.
Especially Boma. Boma seemed like he was out of place there. Like he was dreaming or he was just standing there. I think just once that he spoke.
That was all the vibe I was getting. As long as I collect my paycheck and go home.
He just seemed out of place. For Boma, I was really worried that he's all okay.
The story is rubbish. I know that's a harsh word, but the story is bad. Everything was put together well. This is supposed to be a very nice movie. That's honest to God truth. The deity that came to life. Now he's doing all sorts of things. It's supposed to be a nice blockbuster. But this one is terrible. The delivery is terrible. People I've seen in good roles before were acting like what I don't know, like, oh, so if I collect my money and go home. That's the vibe I got from this movie. The Kesari, oh my god. It's really the scene where after the story, they already did robbery once. One big robbery once.
And the actions in that place seemed like they were already anticipated. Even when he was fighting, taking vengeance in the beginning, he was anticipating all the moves and all the actions. So it was just terrible. And you were like, okay, hurry up.
Then, oh god, this movie is bad. Then after that one, they claim that they give it to the poor. Only once that they give to one woman that will take money. Then before then, we saw them in a strip club. So that was not counterproductive. I wanted to puke.
That strip club scene was not necessary.
But how did they make sense that, okay, we had a good time and we still gave it to the poor? We already know how you're going to spend lavish amount of money in that space. So what philanthropy are you doing? This movie should not exist. I'm serious.
I've forgotten about that scene because I was appalled that, what is this? What's going on here?
I was shocked. I said, okay, I told people people are going to give to the poor. What are people doing now? It was oh my god. This is when I say this is the worst movie in the world. Don't press play.
It's the worst film and everybody feels the same way.
I kept on saying, okay, Netflix, did you even cross-check this things anymore, or if you're just loading things here? And it's number 1 on Netflix because it is terrible.
He's so happy that his film is number 1 on Netflix, and he even said to us, the critics and people that have been criticizing, he said, criticism like rain should be gentle enough to nourish a man's growth.
Sometimes rain is not gentle.
Without destroying his roots. Thank you for your valuable feedback. I appreciate your insights and we use them to improve and grow. And I'm like, thank you. Thank God you appreciate our feedback because this film is terrible.
There is no character development. Even, what's this man's name? This big Yoruba actor's name is even in the movie too.
Odunlade.
Odunlade is there. The other one that is very popular, I've forgotten his name, I know him very well.
Atif Adebayo
and his wife. And in the movie, when I saw the both of them, I said to myself, okay, these people are just confirming it that as long as I get my paycheck, this doesn't concern me if this movie is good or not. Every single person in this movie, that actor in this movie is a bad person.
I swear to God.
I know it sounds harsh, and this is what it's veering from constructive criticism right now. That just to show how it is appalling. People went to the cinema to watch this.
It grossed like 50 million naira in cinema.
I tried this atrocity again. I had no interest in watching this movie. What sparked my interest was we are binge watching and we have to tell you about the juiciest movies out there. And also because we were saying it's bad. So I just want to go and watch how bad can it be. 0.1/5. This movie should not exist. Nobody deserves to spend an hour, 30 minutes of their life watching this movie. Nobody.
I'll give it 0.1 as well. It's terrible. From the acting to the, even when people were praising the special effects, I'm like, okay, these are things I've seen in old Nollywood.
Special effects is the worst. It's one of the worst parts.
People are saying at least they tried for the special effects. I'm like, I think I've seen in old Nollywood before, so I don't really see improvement. It's like taking us backwards. It's not even taking us forward.
That was the exact thing I wanted to say. Like, it took Nollywood backward.
No, it did not take it forward at all, and it's terrible. 0.5 stars. Don't press play on this film at all. Trust me. If you like it, if you are one of the people that like it, please tell us why you like this film and what you saw in this film. Tell us in our comments. And do not forget to like this video, share, and subscribe. So we are binge watching.
Until next time, do take good care of yourself. Goodbye.